Zix has told us we were getting ready to fight.
I would imagine so.
Can I make myself big pig as a beforehand then? So I drank my extract on my way in.
Sure.
Good point.
Sure. Okay. So essentially, the way it is that as Cheruk appears more closely and like inspects the situation, and the rest of the party is like appearing. In timeline-wise, it works that way that while the Sahuagin and Barbarian, the leader of the Sahuagin, doesn't spot Cheruk, neither is the cultist, but one of its undead-looking bodyguards, and I'm gonna give you like their description in a moment. Like
he had bodyguards?
Jerks. I mean, you do not see the tokens?
No, not from here.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, I can see all the way to here.
Okay, so yeah, one of it's like. Okay, so you didn't see, but like you hear a little bit of like ruffled movement, and then the rich voice. We'll finish our talk in just a moment. Seems like we have company that needs to be educated. Alright, I'm gonna roll the initiative for them. Okay, as for the water, as the river, I'm gonna say that it's like 5 feet deep, roughly. So it counts as a difficult,
rough terrain.
Yeah, difficult terrain for you, but you don't exactly need swim speed to go through it properly. Yeah, as for the enemies, for now that you see the two Sahuagin troops, composed of regular warriors, and their leader, definitely like fearsome looking fellow. And as far as I can tell, for now you do not see... Okay, so where we get to the point when you see the other fellows on the other side, I'm gonna...
I would have to step like over here maybe?
But we'll get to that. And okay, and now these guys have... And this fucker has... Alright. Okay. Surprisingly enough, apparently this troop of fish warriors has been relentlessly drilled in recent days because they show a remarkable amount of discipline. Oh, I probably should have mentioned that. Well, they also have blind says 30 feet, but okay.
Good apple.
And they, in like a very quick movement, they assemble a tight formation. And despite the fact they are like water creatures, seeing enemies coming, they're gonna take covering one of the possible paths if you do not want to swim, and instead of going for melee attacks with their tridents or bites. And again, as a reminder, troop works similarly to swarm, meaning if they get you the range, they can hit you automatically, damage you automatically, or as if a creature has range options and Sahuagin have heavy crossbows, They are basically their second and third line. Basically, they're taking out the crossbows and sending out fire. Basically, doing.
Do I have? Against Hill?
I mean, one line goes through you and through Zillow. The other line will go against Axrak and against Zixos.
A quick question. Do I have cover since I'm behind a tree?
Normally you would, but this is not an attack roll against AC. This is like, a line, and what you get is a reflex save to see how you can dexterously avoid a barrage. And the DC for that is 14 to get half damage from.
Is this a supernatural ability?
Damn it.
No,
Rolled another 2.
No, it's just like a volley. Basically, volley of fire.
The biggest one of us all rolls the highest.
Oh, sure.
Okay, so I'm gonna just roll once for damage. So, if you have passed 14 reflex, you take half. So, I guess 1 point of damage.
Fuck.
And yeah,
They're
even
fucking it all for us.
yeah, even accounting for cover and whatnot, even if I wanted to add a bonus to reflex, that's sadly a 2. So Cheruk takes 3 points of damage from heavy crossbow fire, as most of the bolts miss their mark, or they barely graze near you.
We all shout in terror as Cheruk dies from 3 points of damage. We'll miss him.
3 points of embarrassment damage.
He was the sneakiest, but he was not the dodgiest.
And
We'll
Cheruk,
miss him.
it is your turn.
Now, quick question. What effect does shock arrows have against water?
Let's not get into that.
Non-mechanically, but I mean, if you wanted a bonus, like an increased DC or something like that, would probably make sense.
I mean,
I don't-
yeah, sure,
Entirely
fine.
Electric damage, or is it just a little bit?
Just a little bit. Shock longbow. Like extra 1d6 shock damage.
I would say at most maybe a +1 or 2.
Oh, they've got rules for fire underwater, but they don't have rules for electricity underwater.
Oh.
Okay.
Thanks, game.
Right, in that case, Cheruk is going to clap his heels 3 times and activate his boots of spider climbing. As he runs up the tree. So I'm going to go over here, and now I can finally see the cultist.
Oh yeah, I probably should show the names.
And this time, a harpy didn't make him do it.
True.
Okay, I'm gonna say that the tree is... yeah, you are 15 feet. You can get up to max 15 feet high.
Yep. So 3 squares up. So he's going to draw his longbow and shoot at the cultist. I don't think you can use many shot on a single attack.
Unfortunately not.
Does 18 hit its AC?
Yes, it does.
Right, so that's 8 piercing damage, 6 fire damage, and 5 shock damage.
Alright. That's 8. Minus 6. Minus 5. Blasted archer! Creatures, be so kind and deal with this annoyance. Anyways, that's your turn, I believe.
Yes.
Alright. Okay. So 40. Hold on. I am thinking about something. Nah. Okay. Okay, this one, as it steps forth, you now see that this being is draped in fine dark robes. And clearly it is an undead, but its body seems to be made out of equal parts bone, leathery flesh, and blood red smoke.
Blood red mist.
And what does it do? It's gonna be protecting its master from further arrow attacks. Basically, essentially placing itself in front of the necromancer. So let me put the yeah. Azrak, it is your turn.
Alright. Well, we know what I need to do.
Oh.
It's leaving difficult terrain that's the issue, right? Not entering.
Yes.
I will charge the troop.
Alright, they do not have reach, so yeah. You do not provoke. Actually, I need to remind myself what are the troop
And I will actually switch my stance as a swift
Subtype.
action. To Pugilist's stance, because I probably can't grapple a troop.
yes, I double checked that the troop cannot be grappled.
Worth a try.
Double check that. Is that the right amount of damage? Did I upgrade all my macros correctly? Yeah, that's right. Okay.
Okay,
There you
with a 22, as you like charge into the troop, you start carving into them, as 22 definitely hits for 19 points of damage, correct?
Yes.
Alright. Yeah, they do not have any damage resistance and whatnot, so yeah, I believe that's a turn.
Correct.
Alright, Zixus. Yeah. The water around here begins to like seep more into red.
Success. Charges it normally this time. Hell yeah. Not sure if you can create a group.
Yeah, sadly I don't believe you can crit a troop. I'm just gonna, because I'm pretty sure they are immune to like what's the, not the specific damage, the
Things immune to precision damage can be crit. They're technically different.
You can't flank
okay.
it, but you can crit it. You can crit a troop.
Ah, you can. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
okay. Subject to flank.
Success.
Okay, yeah.
It charges in, currently only about knee-high height, but its sword extended by lightning carves a path to the troop itself. That's my turn.
Yeah, it definitely carves because, well, they start with 80 hit points, and this confirms, so that's 20, 39. So essentially several Sahuagin are being electrocuted to death. As thunder begins to go around. Okay. Another one of these creatures, and obviously when you see the undead, if you want to, you can make knowledge religion check to have an idea what the fuck they are. Okay.
Oh, any crits.
Okay, these are ghouls, not ghouls,
Ghouls.
ghoul. And
Ew.
ghoul is basically undead genie kind.
Sounds
Undead
kinda
Jin? Ooh.
Basically, it's a genie kin. Despite the fact that it's undead, it's considered a genie for the purposes of various stuff. It only has natural weapons, but counts as a cold iron and magic for the purpose of damage reduction.
I
Damage.
suppose the only wish they will be granting is killing someone.
Yeah, they are resistant to fire. Resist fire 10, so that won't do good. And they have damage resistance 5 against good. So basically, only good weapons can bypass that. They do not have paralysis and all of that jazz, so yeah.
Oh man. How
Okay.
many of our characters have been killed just because of paralysis?
Too many.
Oh, but so many.
Yep.
Okay, this one, actually, the Grandmaster will say, "Come on then, deal with them," saying to that, to the fish. "I'm a warrior, I know what I'm doing." This one will delay after Sahwagin Barbarian. And this one, well, it can swim. Other has swim movement speed, so river is not a difficult terrain for this creature. And it's gonna... Huh. It's gonna go for the juiciest target, wherever is the closest, and it starts roaring war cries. It doesn't have reach, so it has to go like that to approach Azrak.
I miss.
Perhaps it's the water, or like the sheer ferocity of this creature as it like ducks against your attack and then rears back, holding... Actually, no, it has a crossbow on its back, but it doesn't hold any like actual weapon, and it's like goes at you with its very sharp claws, trying to do the old tradition of ripping you apart with its bare hands. Well, almost bare hands. So yeah, it's not full attack, but it has. Yeah, so only now like one claw attack goes against you. Yeah. So 13. 28 to hit. Oh, as I should mention that is starting a rage a standard action or swift action? Because I'm forgetting.
Usually free.
Oh
If I
yeah.
recall.
Yeah. So yeah, it is raging at it is barbarian. So yeah, if that hit 28 hits you, right?
Yeah.
Right. So sorry, I didn't hear that start. So it deals.
My AC is fucking insane.
Okay, so it deals 9 points of damage, and yeah, that's what it can do. This one will, for it is difficult terrain, so hold on, here is normal. So it's actually like 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. So it's gonna be double moving here. For now, probably will be trying to attack Zixos when it gets to range, but yeah, it only could double move here. The first troop, well, having a target need you, they welcome your challenge with open arms, and I need to like remind myself when they deal damage. At the end of their move. Okay. Okay, they're actually not gonna be moving. So, essentially, suddenly you have this wave of tridents and sharp teeth that are swarming you from left, right, from the middle, trying to get you and like start tearing you apart. So yeah, this is like just straight automatic damage from tridents, which is d8 plus 3, and from bites, which is d4 plus 1. So from the troop you get total of 11 points of damage. Axrak. And that's their turn because they were not moving. Zillow, it is your turn.
Alright, question. Should I go for the troops or the barbarian?
I might be able to deal with a troop here on my turn, so charge fort, mighty pig.
Alright, then I am going to use...
Since the biggest target is probably the paralyzer scum.
Alright, I am going to use my pound so I can full attack, so which one do you think's more important?
I think the barbarian's more more dangerous overall, but nobody likes getting paralyzed, so that's up to you.
Sorry, because I'm pretty sure I said they do not have paralysis.
No, I heard heard they'd have. My bad.
Perhaps I just said it wrongly, but yeah, they compared to ghouls, ghouls do not have paralysis.
Alright, in which case, get the barbarian.
Alright. Then we will have the Battle of the Barbarians as I have Blood Rage. Come on, cheat. You can update. I got faith in you. Aha! Alright. Do. Come on. Hey, there it goes.
Shit.
Does that crit confirm?
And that confirms.
Woohoo! I can add 4 more strength now.
Alright, I mean, sneak attack doesn't apply, but yeah, 37 points of damage. As like a massive spray of blood goes into the river. As it begin like pounce onto that. Mighty pig!
They call me Mr. Pig.
Oh, we're just getting started now. Alright, now bite number 2 with the added strength.
Miss.
That's a miss.
Oh, hit none but water.
Alright, 26 definitely hits for 26 points of damage. Looking very bloodied right now. Looking almost dead.
Alright.
What is this? And then with a gore, as this attack basically exterminates it. Mind you, this was like an officer in Sahuagin, but this wasn't like a, super uber duper. More like an
Anyway.
elite mook.
Yeah, so our word, I have a Sahagin head currently on my tusk.
Oh dear, nice intimidation factor.
And that's me because Pounce, I can only attack one character.
Okie dokie.
Only attack one character with pounce?
Yep.
You strike make it so he only gets one person. Normal pounds you can
Oh, I
attack as
see.
many you want.
Okay. I was just like, what?
Yeah, here, give me a
That
second.
makes more sense, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
this
charge
one-
at a target and make a full attack on the target.
Okay.
Actually,
It even specifies like if he dies, you keep beating on a dead horse. You know.
yeah. So yeah, the Sahuagin barbarian was pretty much exterminated.
Delete.
While the other ghouls are, this one is still protecting, but this one's take like a, preparing position. Oh, I see you are quite the problem, my friends. Shame I have to put out my trick. And if you want, actually, most of you are engaged in pretty intense combat.
Except for me.
I would.
I'm doing Dynasty Warrior shit right now. That's about
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, Cheruk. I'm gonna say like Fafais, for now you are the only one that can make a perception check to see if you like spot something.
Alright. Please don't roll under a 2.
You need to get 15.
Okay, roll over a 3. Alright, that's over a 3.
Alright.
28 perception.
Alright. What you see is that while the remnants of the body begin to fall under water, you see that the necromancer pulls a very small orb from one of his pouches. Obviously prepared, does this very swiftly. For a brief scant moment, your eagle eyes were bird eyes managed to spot that both his hands, or rather the orb glows with energy, and a symbol on his hand appears, the same one that you know. And you, and what happens is that, okay, first he needs to keep you occupied. So you see that he outstretches his hand. Angzuk Vakar! And you see now. Okay, hold on, because sadly the Roll20 doesn't have particularly good tools for making radius spreads. Okay, essentially this is like a 20-foot radius spread, basically centered like here. Actually, hold on, because he wants to get, so that's 5 by 5, 10 by 10. No, radius spread, so that would be like that. If I'm gonna, in a moment you will see this, but if it's wrong, then that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That's 20 radius spread. Fuck, I thought that would be much higher. Okay, so hold it. Actually, for fuck's sake.
Well, that's one way of doing it.
Yeah, I hate.
We really should buy one of those.
We don't even need to do that. We could just download a shit ton.
Mm-hmm.
That is true.
They even have ones that's PNGs. That like
Make it as a token.
no have the transparency thing,
Oh, that is.
so you can like still kind of see under it.
Okay, so what happens, and if you want to... And if you want to make Arcana check or Spellcraft to figure out what the spell is, because you will be seeing that from the ground, even if it's in the river, you will be seeing a field of rubbery black tentacles.
Oh, I know what spell this is. It's our favorite spell. I call it. I've seen enough hentai where this is to know where this is going.
Is this a spell I wanted to use but never got a chance to use it?
Probably.
Alright,
Spell everyone loves.
yeah, this is a black tentacle spell,
Damn it, I never got to use that spell.
which means that everyone in range, and that's on the ground, so apart from Cheruk, at the turn this spell is casted, I can make a combat maneuver check to grapple you. Mind you, I don't think that's gonna work too well, but first order of business is to conduct a little bit of crowd control. And as it happens, Sahuagin troop cannot be grappled. Ghoul, on the other hand, will, well, have to consider this. Okay, so okay, so I only roll once and apply the effect on everyone because I knew there was something about it that. Alright, so
What's hilarious is I think like technically if you were to somehow like make someone who specialized in black tentacles and grab an improved grapple, it'd work.
probably. I mean, this NPC's page says that he rolls that black tentacles roll with plus 15. Alright. Okay, 26 to CMD. So, surprisingly enough, that ghoul is grappled.
I'm not.
Just to make I mean, I thought that it might not work on you. Azrak Zixos, just out of curiosity.
Just need to check something real quick, but I think
Yes.
no.
That's a yes for me, unfortunately. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you were shy of 2.
Alright. And I need one technical question, and well, the enemy necromancer would know this.
I'm grappled.
Zilol, do you count as a humanoid creature for the purposes of spell targeting?
Let me double check, because I believe
Um,
so. Yep. A humanoid with skinwalker and sheep changer.
Alright, and yeah, normally he can do this, but well, he had a little gift from his master, which he had to spend right now, and casting a second spell on the same turn. He's gonna go, but fuck. No, fuck that archer. Pig is not a danger as long as it's not in melee. Cheruk, I mean, you see that very swift motion, his hand goes slightly upwards to the tree, and he casts another spell.
Oh no!
Please make me, Cheruk, DC 17 will save.
Oh no!
Oh
Will
no, Will
sa-
saves. Our ultimate bane.
Dun 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 dun.
No!
Alright,
Eight.
Cheruk, you become paralyzed.
Damn it!
There you go. Hmm.
Hold
Wait,
first.
do I fall down? Or do wait? Am I paralyzed, but my slippers are still activated?
Yes. they're
I would
still
say so, yeah.
activated.
The spell only says that you become paralyzed and you freeze in place. You cannot take any actions, even speech. Each round on its turn, you may attempt a new saving throw. So I'm gonna give you this as a freebie. This is hold person.
All right.
Okay, so that's what he does for now. Okay, Sahuagin troop number 2. Well, it's gonna unleash punishment upon Zixos. Going with trident and bites, because it's not gonna move. So at the end of its move, Zixos takes 11 points of trident damage and d4 plus 1 bite damage. So total 13 points
All right.
of the macho. Cheruk, you are paralyzed. As a full round action, you may attempt to shake off the hold person effect. You may roll me. DC 17 will save again.
All right. Nope.
Alright. The second
Oh.
bull. Actually, it's gonna seeing that. You see that the necromancer? Ha! It worked. Go, my minion. Play with them. And this one. So 10, 20, 30, 40. Yeah, it has 40 movement speed, so that's gonna work. Azrak, I believe you are grappled. And I fucking forgot about certain thing for black tentacles. Okay, those who fail, or rather those who are grappled, apart from having grappled condition, from black tentacles you also received 9 points of damage as the tentacle starts to like squeeze you. And Azrak, it is your turn.
Alright. I will attempt a grapple check to break free. Because I doubt I can control a grapple against a
For
black
the
tentacle.
purposes of yeah, the spell says that it's not like controlling grapple, because it's like essentially terrain itself is. Okay, surprisingly enough, you have equaled, which I think is enough
Yes.
to break the grapple.
And I'm going to then move. So there.
Okay. That's fine. They don't really have overwhelm because technically that's the same spot.
It is? Oh.
Yeah.
Then what was I? I was there.
Yep,
then
you're right below me.
I'll move to there. I wasn't sure. It's kind of hard on those larger tokens.
Yeah, I understand, but that's fine. Okay. Zixos. And just to double sure, Azrak, you included 9 points of damage from black tentacles.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ugh. I have like a 1 in 4 chance of escaping the black tentacles, so instead I'm gonna try and finish off the guy in front of me.
Yeah, it's like 25 CMD. Yeah, it's 25. Yeah, CMD. Okay, go for it.
Yes. Give me a second. 2. Yeah. First, the minute hand, just hoping I get a crit. On the Sahagin troop.
Okay, that's not a crit, but that's definitely a hit for 22.
Mm-hmm.
They are looking extremely bloodied.
I think this would work on them. So, just to be sure. Oh, well, there comes the fucking crit.
Damn!
I could have 220s as well. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that hits, and I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So even before we get into crit confirm, the first damage like killed them, and then
Success sheets his blade just for a moment as lightning sparks. Then on a single cut, an extended blade of lightning pierces through the Sahagin troops as he is unable to move, but now they are unable to fight. That's my turn. Mm-hmm. And if anyone can help me out of this, that'd be really nice. I gotta go BRB though. See in a little bit.
yeah, as the remains they being decimated. Yeah, Zixos did his own Dynasty Warriors.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the first goal. Breaking out of grapple is standard action, right? Or
Yep.
alright. Let's see if the fucking ghoul can get out of this. Yeah! It does. And it's gonna go... Who's that? Hello, Zixos. No, it doesn't say that, but... you know. Okay. Yeah, troop cannot be grappled, so I'm gonna say... Yeah, they start shouting in Aquan for players. They basically shout death before dishonor, death before death for revenge, and they're gonna move like that. Fuck. So that both Azrak and Zilol are in range of their basically barrage of melee attacks, and they actually, yeah, for now they're gonna still keep with the tridents and bites, trying to basically make a pincushion out of you two guys. So I'm gonna roll once for damage and apply. You can apply this. I'm gonna apply this to both of you. So from trident, both Azrak and Zil take 5 points of damage, and then from bite, d4 plus 1. So yeah, total of 10 points of damage to both of you.
Alright, then as a counter, I am going to use Bloody Riposte, where I can make a counterattack and do a 2d6 extra damage with it. Come on. And since technically my turn isn't over yet, so is my turn, I still get to keep my +4 extra strength. Hum nom 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 nom.
Okay. So they
Alright,
finding
two-
perches, damaging a little bit, and then you just start tearing into them and eating several of them. So
29.
to 29. Well, the troop looks definitely bloodied, but despite the fact that they do not have the mark, the symbol that you have seen, they are fighting with dreadful ferocity. And yeah, that would be their turn, as you have countered them, and as it happens, it is your turn.
Alright. I'm going to take a 5-foot step to here. And I'm gonna try to finish off the troops and then go after the goal. Alright, let me just turn off my my extra strength. Since technically it's no longer, it's my new turn. Come on, cheat. I'll admit this is the only downside to this character. I had to turn things on and off. Alright.
Yeah, I know, the character sheet can be... Alright, 31 hits for 21. Looking very close to dying. 16 actually misses.
I can't believe I actually rolled a 16. I feel sad.
But 19 does hit, and with 19 points of damage, you basically tear apart the last... Basically tear the entire troop to pieces with your claws
Huzzah!
and bites. And gore, blood, and body parts are flying all around.
Alright, now for the goal.
This one, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 24 does hit for 23. Looking
Sadly,
injured, but
I don't have the angle for sneak attack.
24 does hit. The ghoul is looking extremely damaged. Its undead energies, whatever substance it holds, it's holding, it seeps away. Well, fuck. That confirms.
Is it still alive?
20, 23. No, it is not. It had 12 hit points before that crit. As it's sure that it's gonna get Zexos Stanley from aside the rest of the massive fucking...
Alright, then that is my turn.
Alright.
Fear the pig.
Rip and tear until it is done.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what they would do... Technically forgot about their damage resistance, but even with the amount of damage we are doing, it wouldn't matter. It would still be dead. Uh, huh. It's gonna delay after the cultist. It's gonna delay after the the other ghoul. The cultist saying that, well, his Sahuagin Aircourt's allies have been just decimated. Oh, actually, it's the start of his turn, so he makes basically Zero. They are still in the black tentacle pool, so he makes another CM B-roll to see if he can grapple you, if the tentacles can grapple you.
Alright.
27.
Nope.
Yeah, I think this is the same as before.
Actually, this is actually higher now, I think, by CMD.
Okay.
Nope, still 28.
Alright.
Unless it didn't calculate it.
He...
Actually, it did.
Okay, so I have an idea what he's gonna do. Actually... that could be interesting, but nah. Okay, the cultist. Huh. This is quite fearsome. The quality of one's allies. And then he's gonna outstretch his hand, and this time point at Zillow. As the magical energies begin to gather once more. Zillow, please give me a DC 17 will save.
Come on, 10 or higher. Damn!
Alright, you are affected by hold person.
Can you hold several persons?
Not again!
It's a just different spell. Oh yeah, it's 1 round per level, and he counts as this. Okay, so
Wait, don't you have to concentrate to keep holding a person? Or is that just 5e?
5e has concentration. I don't believe 5 Pathfinder has concentration.
Pathfinder does, but it specifically says if it does or not. And whereas stuff is dismissible, so if you like fuck them up, it gets dismissed. It well, if it specifically says concentration, then it actually requires a standard action to concentrate on. Otherwise, you're fine.
Nah, hold person. I don't see hold person having anything of the sort.
It does not.
Yep.
An example would be Wall of Fire.
No.
Alright.
Alright, so yeah, both Zillow and Cheruk are affected by hold person.
How many turns?
This would be if you don't save at your future turn. 7.
Alright.
So in Cheruk's case, it will be 6 because he was already affected for 1 turn by this.
You guys have fun.
I mean, who knows? You might have a chance of, passing that. Okay.
I would need to roll a 14 or higher.
I only need to roll a 10 or higher. Thank you, headband.
Okay. Actually, if you want to, as a free action, you can make. I believe that would be sense motive for against the necromancer.
Who?
All of you. I mean, who wants amongst the party? All of you can, if you want to.
Alright, everyone has higher than a 1. Go ahead, 'cause that's all I have.
I have -1, so I rolled.
I have a regular 1.
Shit, he does not have. He does not have sneak. Okay, so Azrak, surprisingly enough, even though the cultist is all bark and acting very smugly as he's still controlling the situation, you can hear that it's barely controlled, and when he says, that worked, excellent. My beauties, please ensure that the pig will taste dirt. I have to, well,
As they
make
start shoveling mud into his
make a report. So obviously, he knows that he cannot win this, and he's gonna be getting the fuck out of here.
Come on. You charge.
Mm,
And as the last order, the remaining ghouls, actually this one first, will be going. And actually, both two of the most dangerous targets, at the very least in his idea, even though Zixos did a lot of damage, but he was hit. So I believe as a free or a swift action, as he was like turning, he would make like a move, and then the black tentacles would start disappearing.
huh. That's convenient.
So to not fuck the other creatures. Okay, so this one will start making its way. So that's 20, 40. 50. Actually, probably it will be like 80. Might provoke from Axrak. I believe like at this point, or even earlier. No, I think at this point, as it would be going to Zillow.
There, yes.
Alright, if you want to, you can go for it. And 26 does hit for 13 points of damage. And yeah, it beats its CMD, so it is grappled.
Yeah.
For
Not a silly amount of damage because I was still in a
different
fight.
stance.
I was still in fight troop stance, not fight thing stance.
Okay. Okay, so now this one is grappled. This one, again, it will make. So that's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. Yeah, 70. So it's double moving. But yeah, it can't attack this turn. Sahuagin troop is Danzo. Cheryuk, you may attempt.
That's
DC 17 will save.
alright. Bleh.
Sadly, no. Alright, and now this one. It's gonna go 10, 20, 30, 35, because that's not difficult terrain. And it's gonna. Well, basically, what it can do, it's using. Yeah, bite attack against grappled, held person, paralyzed target of Zillow. 27 to hit.
Yes.
Alright, dealing 7 points of damage.
I wanted to say about other health I had originally. I was at 69.
Nice. Axrak, it is your turn.
I'm going to let go of the grapple, swift stances, and fuck this guy's day up.
Oh, damn.
Missed the first attack, hit with the second.
Does not
probably
confirm.
Not confirm.
Yeah, doesn't
Then
confirm.
Probably hit with the third.
Yep, second and third attack does hit.
Grapple from the second.
Yeah, your grapple goes through.
Grapple from the third.
Grapple goes through.
God, literally grapples as free action is hilarious.
Isn't that? Mm.